Nice. Red Robin.
Ooh.
I want to hear the Red Robin story, Sam. You told me you
Oh,
would. I already
okay,
drank tea
cool.
tonight.
All right, so I have to be kind of quiet because my kid's asleep, but I'll try to give it its proper treatment. Let's see. Technically, it's Saturday. All right. Hey guys, what's going on? It is Saturday, and if it is Saturday, it is time for a Hiding Tactics edition of Storytime with Taffy. A handful of viewers have been bothering me to tell the story about the time that I worked at Red Robin, and while there were awesome, super cool sex, drugs, and rock and roll stories that came out of there, the best story that I have, it's kind of a shorter story, but the best story I have that kind of summed up my entire experience there went about like this. Now, when you work at a place that has a cartoon red bird for a mascot, you have a tendency to sort of draw a certain type of clientele. And that clientele is families with young kids who want a shitload of fries and big-ass burgers and to go play at the arcade and color on pictures. So, one day, we're sitting there, and this family comes in, and we seat them at a table, and the boy, who's probably about 6 or 7, quintessential Norman Rockwell, all-American boy, you know, missing tooth, freckles, talks with a lisp. And I'm like, oh, hey, little buddy, what's going on? And he's like, it's my birthday. I said, no way, and you came here to spend it with us? That's awesome. Don't do it, you son of a whore. He's so close. Oh, shit, who did that? You... Oh, no. Damn it. You fucked up story time. Now you have to die. Okay. Where were we? Alright, so yeah, little boy with his, oh, get him. Nice.
Again, okay.
Oh, winner. Little boy with his family comes in, he sits down, and I said, hey, little man, what's going on? He's like, I'm here for my birthday. I said, you're here for your birthday? That's awesome. And his parents go, oh, yeah, you know, we had a lot of different restaurants we could have chose, but he really wanted to see, God, they're getting slaughtered. Like, we had a lot of different restaurants we could have gone to, but he really wanted to come to Red Robin. And I said, oh, well, that's, you know, we appreciate that. That's awesome. I said, why, is it the fries or the burger or the video games? It's like, no, he really wants to see Red. Oh, tense moment. Okay. It's like, he really wants to see Red. And I was like, the mascot? And I, like, said it under my voice. I was just like, oh, man. In my head, I was thinking, we don't have anybody in the red suit today. Like, there's just no mascot Red walking around today. So, like, really quickly, I said, oh, geez, you know, Red flies in between stores and checks in from time to time, but he's not supposed to come in today. And the kid looks like I just sucker punched him in the gut and told him that I was going to poop on his burger. Like, he just looked miserable. And so, oh, you fucked up story time. This is motherfucking go time.
Only him.
Damn it. So I, you know, parents pull me off to the side and they say, oh my God, we could have gone to about 4 or 5 different restaurants, but he really badly wants to see Red. And I was like, the mascot? And they're like, yeah, I mean, is there any way? And I said, well, man, we don't have anyone scheduled or slated to be in the red suit. I mean, it's in a bag up in an attic somewhere right now. I was like, it takes like 20 minutes to strap into that thing. So they were just like, all right, well, okay, it's fine. And they go back, and from a distance, I see them, like, tell him, you know, Red's not going to be here. And he just, like, he flumps in, like, you know, the single tear. And I was just like, oh, my God, really? So I sit there for a second. It got so loud in my ears. I'm going to turn the game volume down a little bit. It's so loud. There's so many explosions. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, shit, what can I do? I gotta do something. Alright, so I walk over to this hostess and I grab this extra hostess. It's not a very busy day, so I grabbed an extra hostess named Jen, and I was just like, Jen, how would you like to make a slick $10? And she's like, well, how? What do you mean? I said, I need you to get into the red suit. And instantly, like, she's pissed. She doesn't want to do it because the red suit gets hot really fast. There's a couple of places where you can put some freezer packs to keep everything cool. But, I mean, it's hot, it's uncomfortable. So, like, every time you see somebody at Disneyland or outside of a car wash that's in a mascot suit, know that that person is fucking miserable. So, she fights me like tooth and toenail about this thing, and she doesn't want to do it. And so I bump it up to like $20. I'm going to lose money on this table, but the sight of this kid as miserable as he is, it's just tearing me up inside. And I'm hoping that maybe if I do something really good for the restaurant's image, that maybe they'll give me a free meal at the end of the day or something. So I convince Jen, and I go and I get her going into the costume, and I pull one of the parents off to the side, and I'm just like, guys, good news. I got a hostess. She's going to go into the red outfit. So we quote unquote have red here for you in about 15 minutes. We'll do like the end of the meal, okay? We'll do it with like birthday dessert and everything and candles, and it'll be awesome. And we'll say that we called him and that he flew in just for, what's the kid's name? Billy? Okay, for Billy. All right, good. So I go and I make sure, and I'm like, Jen, everything good in there? And she's like, fuck you, Ryan. And I was like, all right, cool. And I take her, and I drag Jen out, and I mean, this mascot thing is not a cheap mascot suit. Like, it's really well made, and there's like lots of like feathers, and everything's like really solidly crafted. Like this big plastic paper mache type beak, but it's like finished hard and rounded plastic, so it'll weather well in case, you know, some teenager who doesn't give a shit mistreats it, it won't chip or dent. So we put the head on her, and she can see out through the little eye screens. We walk her out there, and this kid lights up like the 4th of fucking July. Just Billy freaks out. I was like, Billy, look who stopped in just to see you for your birthday. And she takes her cue, and she kneels down and throws her wings out wide, and Billy jumps up out of his seat and goes running on a dead sprint and jumps to hug Red as hard as he can, but he's not paying attention, and he nearly knocks himself unconscious on the fucking beak. He hits the beak at a dead sprint, and he rebounds off, and he falls on his back. And inside the suit, all I hear is, oh shit. And so Billy's laying on his back, and now he starts to cry, and Jen doesn't know what to do, so she starts to charge him to hug him and help him up. But now he's looking at Red like he's a fucking axe murderer, because he just beaked him down to the ground. And so Billy takes off on a dead sprint and hides behind his mom and just starts weeping and screams, "No, Red, stay away from me, stay away!" And at that point, like, the parents just threw money down on the table, apologized. Like, Jen just shook her beak left and right, like, I don't know what to do, and just ran into the back of the restaurant. And they ended up leaving me like a monstrous tip for the effort, but, I mean, they carried him out of there with this huge welt on his forehead, just, like, crying about how Red tried to kill him. And like I said, there were stories of sex, drugs, and rock and roll all throughout Red Robin in my days there, but that was the story that stayed with me.
Well, I went flawless this match so far, so...
Oh, don't you fucking jinx it, Gamble. Oh.